Okie dokie, we are live. Hello, everyone. Whoever's there, what time is it? 7:13. So the UK, it's after midnight, but we'll see who's around. I've just completed, or just got approved for the monetization. Everyone's been asking me to monetize, and I figured, all right, I'll try it. So we'll see what happens. Now I just came on here, and I see that let's see, I don't see anything on the bottom for the monetization, but whatever. I think if you go on YouTube, you see it, but oh, that's weird. Hey, Ash, how are you? I missed you before. I saw you and Scott were on, but we'll see what this monetization and all that stuff is about. Uh, can you guys even see anything for this monetization? I don't see anything in the chat. Hey, Scotty, Ken, how are you? Or Dennis, I'm sorry. Brandon, how are you, buddy? Um, hey, Casey, how are you? Yeah, just like I said, I got approval for the monetization. And if you go on YouTube and you look at the chat, it shows the monetization thing on the bottom. But now in the StreamYard, when I pulled out the pop-out chat, I don't see anything on the bottom. But I don't know. I don't really know how it works. Like I said, I got okayed for it, so it is what it is. I know Steve's Small Engine Saloon was asking me the other day if I had that, if he wanted to throw in a sticker or something, and I was like, oh, whatever, who knows. Dr. LMSB, hello. Roger McDonald, hello. Download. I have the studio, Dennis. I just don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm new. I'm new to all this monetization stuff. Rustic Restoration, hello. Let me throw out the link, and whoever's there can come up. Dinner's not quite ready here. We're eating late tonight. Let's see, put in the link. Here's the link. Okay, let's see. Hey, Mr. Palmer, how are you, my friend? Yeah, I but went in the studio, Dennis, where it shows what revenue will be and stuff like that. Pyro, I'm in U.S. in a state called Connecticut. So Tecumseh lover, how are you? I won't delete you because you say Tecumseh. I love Tecumseh. So welcome everybody who's here. I saw some other chats before, but I was in and out. I have my Vegas software, Vegas 16 movie studio I bought, but the problem is, and I don't know if a lot of guys who use Vegas out there, when you do video on iPhone, it's an MOV movie file. When you bring it into Vegas, you don't get audio. You have to have a converter to convert from MOV to MP4. Once you have MP4 and then you drag it into Vegas Movie Studio, the audio track is there. I was frustrated for a few days this week trying to use the Vegas software, and I'm like, damn, there's no audio. Well, it's because it was an MOV file. You have to convert to MP4 for the Sony Vegas software to recognize there's audio there. So the green screen, Rustic, because I don't have good lighting in back of it. It's just I've got some lighting in the room and there's a little bit of ambient lighting from outside. I have to get a studio lamp, some kind of a movie lamp. I mean, here, I'll show you. If I shut it off, hold on. If I shut it off and hit nothing, there's the screen. And as you can see, there's limited lighting on the screen. There's some dark spots and stuff. But depending on what I put in the screen, too, if I put a dog in the screen, sometimes you see a little bit of the dog, or if I put my old logo, you see some of that. I've been using the bricks lately because everyone seems to like the bricks. But it's because of lighting. DJ Sparky was telling me if I get a camera or a studio bulb, shine it sideways onto the back of the green screen, it'll be a lot clearer. So I'm looking for something like that now. He had a 1,000-watt bulb that he showed me. It looks like a big LED bulb, 1,000-watt that he shines on. I couldn't find one for under like $200-300. I'm not gonna spend that kind of money. So we'll see. I mean, for now, I'll just keep it the way it is, and we'll go from there. We'll get there slowly but surely. We'll get there, but we'll see. like I said, if everyone wants to come up, I'll throw the link. I know it's late for you guys over across the pond. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, I got the approval late last night from um, AOL saying I've been approved. I have enough views and all that stuff, but I want to start putting out more content. So right now, hold on, I'm actually converting a file. I downloaded a software called Handbrake. I actually saw a video on it, and it's supposed to be one of the better converters that will convert AVIs and MOV and different files over to MP4 so that my Vegas software will recognize the audio tracks. I've been going crazy the past few days saying, where's the audio in my Vegas software? I pulled in a video that's real, like 3 megs. It's a 42-minute video on a chipper shredder I want to upload. And I don't want to do it the old way just through my phone. I want to add some effects and things like that because I bought the movie studio, but it has to be MP4. So right now it's at 38%. It's been converting for 22 minutes. It's got another 36 minutes to go. So I'll put that in the background so we can continue to do that. Oh, Craig's here. Where's Craig? Oh, MC. Hey, Craig. Hey, I like your little heat treat oven. That was pretty cool. I remember, oh my God, we used to do that years ago. We had a little salt pot we used at work. We had huge heat treat ovens. We did the heat treat. We did the tempering. We did our own annealing. It's fun. Hey, Thomas. How you doing? Oh, but heat treat is the way to go. Like I saw you had, I think you had A2 in there. We used to do everything: A2, O1, D2, S7. We everything. We did molds, we did dies, we did tools, punches, dies, all that stuff. So you got to have a good heat treat, but knowing how to temper it, that's the main thing. Knowing how to draw it down to the right hardness and all that without making it brittle. So hey, random wrenching, how are you? So, but yeah, if anyone hasn't checked out MC Engineering on Instagram, he's got a picture of one of his small heat treat ovens that it's pretty good for doing tools and stuff. And I tell you, a small heat treat oven, if you make a lot of, I say tchotchkes or stuff for yourself, heat treating a good tool steel, you can make something nice and hard so it'll last. It won't wear as hard. It won't, dent or ding as bad, but do it the right way. Because if you make it too brittle, you're gonna shatter it. So, Craig, I was just wondering, have you ever worked with CPM 10V? That's like glass if you don't heat treat it correctly. So I've had a lot of experience with that when I was younger. But anyway, nobody wants to come up. That's right. I'll throw it out there again. We'll see if anyone wants to come up and join me. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm just coming on to announce that I did get the monetization thing. Is that showing up for anyone? I mean, are these stickers or whatever? Are they there? I don't see anything. Um, I turned everything on. I just don't see anything. When I called it up on YouTube, this live chat I'm doing now, it showed it. But now that I'm on StreamYard, I don't see anything, even though I have the pop out chat. So we'll see. We will see. Hot shot. Oh, that's the oven, Craig. 360 and 1200. All right. Yeah, it's a nice little oven. It's good size too, you know. And you could even do small, whatever powder coating, whatever in there. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Yeah, CPM 10V. It's almost like solid carbide. It shatters. We had a comb die one time, Craig. You're familiar, I'm sure, with dies. A comb die piercing out medical products, and the guy didn't have the punch to die aligned. We use a die light. You shine up from underneath. You align the punch and die, and imagine the die looked like this, like a comb. It wasn't aligned with the holes. He went badunk, and then, oh, romantic. Thank you so much. I don't know how it works, Ro. I really don't know how it works. So thank you so much. I see the $5. I appreciate. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know if I get something in the mail. I saw the terms and agreements on that. I see where Google gets a percentage and all this other stuff, and my address is in there. If anyone else knows how it works, let me know. Do they mail you a check or something? They didn't ask for any bank account information, so I really don't know how it works. Steve Small Engine Saloon a while back said to me, "Oh, Ken, I'd like to help you out because I bought some merchandise from his site." And he goes, "Oh, I'd like to help you." I never was monetized. I never every dime I've ever spent on this, and literally I probably spent 500, 600, $700 over the past few years helping out my friends on YouTube, has all been mine. I don't really want anything, but all I'm saying is, and thanks again, Romantic. anything that people put in there, I'm going to put right back into the channel, whether it be more, stickers and mugs. And I'd like to start doing giveaways and stuff like that. So again, Romantic, thank you so much. Listen, I'm not asking for anything. Please don't. I'm not going to ask if anyone wants to do anything in the future. If you have fun with my videos, that's fine. I'm not here to make money. It's just that everyone's been put all my good friends out there. Bigger channels have been saying to me, Ken, go ahead. Why not? You got, I think I have 160,000 viewing hours or something right now. So whatever. But again, Romantic, thank you so much. 33%. Okay. All right. I knew it was 30 something. All right. Lucky. Yeah, I can ask Lucky. Lucky's really into that stuff. I know. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, like I said, at this point, I got an email like 1 a.m. last night saying you've been accepted. And I was like, okay, I've been accepted. But in the driveway now, for small engines, I have a John Deere X300. For those that don't know the Deeres that well, the 300, Deeres, you could start out with those 100s you see at Home Depot and everybody else. Edward Thomas, hello. The 300 is a higher grade model that was probably around $4,000 brand new, but $3,500 to $4,500. It wasn't cheap. One of my customers had this tractor. He's had it for about maybe 10 years now. I've serviced it for a long time, but he went on it the other day and he called me up and said, Kenny, it's not moving. So I said, hydrostatic, it's a tough torque transmission, K46. So, I went over to his house and, he hit the pedal and brrr, nothing. So I looked in the back. The pulley itself is spinning. The shaft connected to the pulley is spinning. So I know the input shaft itself is connected. The splines aren't broken to the point where it's not spinning. It is spinning. But what I found out was I had it running for about a minute. I go to touch the pulley up by where the hub is. I literally almost burned my finger off. I mean, it was that hot. So I'm assuming the input shaft inside or something connected to that input shaft is either sheared or ground off, and all the friction from it spinning transferred the heat into that input shaft. So that when I touched it, I was like, whoa. So I put a heat pyrometer on it, heat gun, or a temperature indicator pyrometer on it. And it was like 400 degrees. And I was like, whoa, that's hot. And only from about a minute or two. So I have to take that transaxle, drop it, bring it into the shop in the basement, take the pulley off the top, split the case to see what's going on. A lot of people have videos on that transmission showing the guts to it, how to rebuild it by parts from Tough Torque. Double Wide 6 has a video on it. Brian's Mobile 1 has a video. Even Terrell has a video on how to rebuild it. So I'm going to get into that hopefully this week. We're supposed to have rain the next 2 days. So hopefully by the end of the week, it's Easter weekend. So I have Friday off, Good Friday, and hopefully I could tear into it and get it going. So anyway, we'll keep you guys posted on that. I'm hoping to get that fixed because, the quicker you get equipment in and out, the quicker you get paid. So I also have a chainsaw that the customer claims out of wood. It revs great. Everything sounds great. Once he hits the wood, it dies. So that means it's low, fuel. It's missing fuel. Hopefully it's just an adjustment. So I hope to get that going too. A few things going on. So who else do we have on here? Let me look back more in the chat. Hold on a second, guys. I know it's late in the evening for you UK guys, and I do appreciate you coming in. I think I said hello to everyone. Rustic Restorations. I do remember watching your channel. You had some cool stuff on there too. But we got Scotty and Tim and Craig and Brandon. Let's see. Rich is there too. Hello, Rich. How are you? Nobody dares to come up on here with me. Anyway, there's the link. Anybody wants to join? I'm just doing a test now because I just hit the link for these stickers and chats on the monetization link just to see if it was working. Hey, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. I saw this because you asked a while back if I had done it, and I had it. And then finally I said, let me try it. And I got approved late last night. And just now I hit that monetization thing. And ironically, one of the guys donated something. So my first sticker, $5. So I guess I'm off and running.
I know. He beat me to it. He beat me to it. Who was that guy?
No, well, that's romantic.
Romantic.
Yep, romantic.
Romantic.
There you go. Hey, David.
Hey.
But thank you, Steve, for pushing me in that direction. You and I know Bruce has been asking me about it, and some other people too, saying, you put out a weekly stream and things like that, and I'm always helping people out, which I love to do because I love support. I got your swag there that I love wearing. It's comfortable, by the way. See Steve's website, very, very comfortable swag. I love his hoodie. I absolutely love it. So hey, we'll see. Maybe it's the start of something.
Well. Hey, Ken, can you hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah.
My audio is good. Okay, right on 5x5. And I do want to just tell you one thing about monetizing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you already know this, but just because you're allowed to monetize your videos now doesn't mean you have to. You can still shut that off.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
where those blue dots are, where it says close or turn off or whatever, you just hit that in the studio. You go into studio, which is monetization. On the right, it says stickers and super chat. It's got a blue thing where it says disable. So
nope, you're going to want to go over to the left side when you look at your analytics. You go to your analytics, and there's going to be an actual
there's a monetization tab, I believe.
Links, and one of them is monetization.
Yep.
And you can go back there where you can pick ads. You can pick a skippable ad, a non-skippable ad, a banner ad, a display ad.
Yep.
All that.
Well, let me ask you this, Steve. Based on your experience, now that the monetization is active, does that mean automatically people will start seeing the ads in my video or ads in my videos, or?
Yes, I believe now that you're monetized, they'll automatically put it on. But part of your process before you hit the publish button.
Okay.
Actually put a new video up.
Okay.
Where you go to your cards and your end screen, all that kind of stuff.
No, but I'm sure I'll learn it.
Okay. Yeah.
But you have options.
They will automatically, now that you're monetized, they will automatically do that unless you go back before you publish and go back and you can fix that if you want to. Okay. Change things for monetizing. But you know what? I'll tell you this too. It's only about 4 years ago since I started my channel.
Okay.
And when I first monetized, we were making like $30 a month.
Wow. Hey, but you know what? That would pay for StreamYard, pays for stickers.
Yes.
I never realized, Steve. I looked the other day, and I've been helping out my friends on YouTube for about a year or so now. Steve, I've racked up over $700 of just helping. And I'm like, that's real money. And I never thought about it. And Bruce called me one time or contacted me one time and says, don't be crazy. Do it. And I'm like, okay. So,
So,
and
you know what? When we were making $30 a month, I thought it was the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at my wife and I said, man, that's a pretty big box of beer. YouTube is buying me a big case of beer every month. And I mean, and I did.
Hey, Allie.
I didn't actually, you know what? I did actually use that money for buying parts and stuff for my next video.
Yep.
But man, why not? Exactly, why not? And here's another thing about monetization. You can get real greedy. I'll tell you this right now: if you put out a video that is 8 minutes or less, they'll automatically put on. You'll get an ad at the beginning of your video and at the end, if that's what you want.
Okay.
As soon as you go over 8 minutes, then you can put in mid-roll, which means you can put in advertisements in the middle of your video.
Yep.
So as soon as you're over 8 minute video. Now, the problem with that is you can put in as many as you want.
Oh, really?
If you're over 8 minutes. And boy, I'll tell you.
If you're here, Steve, look who just showed up.
Oh, yeah, boy. What's going on, Mickey boy?
It looks like you're working, huh, Mick?
I'm always working.
He's in the train. He's in the train.
Waiting to start work. I've got me off.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not
waiting for the rest of the crew, Mick?
This is it. This is a crew. That's it.
Oh, that is the crew. Steve, where else can you do YouTube live from work? Come on.
Isn't that cool?
You know?
Isn't that cool? Hey, Mick, are you on your phone?
iPad.
Yeah. See, I've never tried to do this with a mobile device of any kind. Never tried.
I used to always do it with the phone, Steve. And the reason I did all this stuff about a year ago is they went to the 1,000 subs and I couldn't use my phone anymore.
What do you mean?
When they went to 1,000 subscribers, you could not use a mobile device to do a live stream. You had to have over 1,000 subscribers to use a mobile device. Or what I did, I bought a Chromebook. And since Google owns Chromebook, I was allowed to do it on that device. But iPhone or something, you weren't allowed to do it when they instituted the 1,000 subscribers.
You can still do it on an iPhone without 1,000 subscribers, but all you got to do is you go onto the internet, onto desktop mode, and then do it that way.
Yep. But I didn't know that at the time, so I figured out. But yeah, so I just figured, hey, now I'm monetized. I even got my first super chat tonight from Romantic, so thank you to Romantic. And who knows where it'll go, Mick? Hey, I saw the ad for you and Terrell. I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, if you need a moderator, let me know, buddy.
Yeah, we'll be adding moderators. I'm meeting up with Terrell and Junior about an hour beforehand. We'll add moderators as we go.
No problem. Definitely like to help. I tell you though, it's gonna be like this, Mick. The comments are gonna be. It's gonna be like your Christmas tree.
I'm gonna be too busy trying to figure out what Terrell's saying, let alone anything else. So
yeah. It should be fun though. It should be real fun.
He's gonna have trouble figuring out what you're saying.
Yep.
You got to work, Mick. No offense, but you got to work on your British accent a little bit.
Well, it's funny you say that, Steve, though, because I remember, we have our good friend Dick Small Engine, and he's from, I'll say it the way they say it, Birmingham, okay? But when he talks, I was watching that show Peaky Blinders, okay? And he's from the area where they filmed that, okay, in Birmingham. And Mick one day, and then what got me watching it was Mick was on there one day. He said, Dick, go ahead, say it. And I'm like, what's he talking about? And Dick comes on, this video brought to you by the Peaky Blinders. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I watched the show. I really got into it. It's a phenomenal show. But what's funny? I started to learn more about England and the culture and different areas. And now that I'm friends with Mick and all these guys over there, I'm really getting into, the geography and just the different areas and accents. When did
we become friends?
Acquaintances. How's that? So,
in about 5 minutes from now.
It's like one big family. Hey, Phil.
Hey, buddy.
Bonjour, Philippe. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad.
Phil's in bed.
What was that? Yes, I am. Taking a break.
Uh-oh. It's early there, Phil. It's only what?
Oh, no. I'm taking a vacation break.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, are you actually on vacation?
Yeah.
Staycation. Call it a staycation around here.
Yeah.
You're not getting down on dirty, are you, Phil? You're getting down on dirty.
Hey, Mick, what's on tap for tonight? You doing track tamping or ballast, or what's on
tonight, Matthew? I've got my little Grizzly Adams over there. There he is there. And tonight we're working in tandem. So we've got two machines working side by side like that.
Oh, double rail?
Well, that was a plan, but that's gone out the window.
Got a question for all you guys.
So that's on hold now, Mick. You're just drinking rum and Coke now.
Well, we're supposed to be doing this job where you guys, I think Ken calls them frogs over in America. Where
the splits. Yep.
So we're supposed to do a match tonight on the frogs. Because we've got long bearers that go right across the two roads, so you have to lift them in unison. However, that's no longer a thing apparently, so we're not doing that tonight. So that's all right. Hey,
does that mean the crew that's next to you doesn't want to do anything, or I thought you were the leader of the pack?
We're the leader of the pack, yeah. But the track we're supposed to be doing, you need to have a certain competent person to come down and check to make sure the switches are engaged after we've moved them. And they don't have those people tonight. So
whoa. So that means what? Night off, or what's the deal?
Now, no, we're going to do a little bit. We ain't got a lot to do, but it's what time is it? It's 20. It's half past midnight, so we won't even start till about 2 o'clock, and then we'll be on our way home by about 3:30, something like that.
Oh my God!
Steve, come over to the UK.
But to be fair to you, Mick, you put in your dues. You paid your dues. You did your years and all that. So, people that don't know, it's not just, I got a great job where I work 4 hours and go, oh, no, Mick paid his dues.
Yeah, I've done my bit. Swinging hammers and shovels. But nowadays, I can't find the pull cord on my shovel, so I can't use it.
Did I just hear Phil say he wanted to ask a question to Mick? Was that Phil?
That was David.
Me.
David?
Oh, David.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Good, Dave.
Actually, a question for all of you. Okay, I just got a Bowen's rider in my shop today. It's dumping fuel into the oil.
Crankcase, needle and seat.
Needle and seat, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
It's always that's the only way gasoline can get through the carburetor into your oil.
You can either do
it's got the electronic. It's got that electronic solenoid on the bottom of the carburetor.
Which I always go clip.
Do a carburetor fix.
Yeah.
If not, just attach a
shut off.
On off.
Yeah, a lot of people, David, if they don't want to spend the money on doing the needle and seat, you put an inline shut off and make sure you turn it off, let it run for a minute before you shut it off, and then turn it on and start it. That way, it never goes faster than the delivery. So while you're running it, it's not going to do that. But then if you shut that inline shut, it all depends if the guy wants to spend, $30, $40 on you throwing in a needle and seat. You know what I mean?
If you just put a fuel tap on it, it's a cheap fix. It's what the Canadians
do. People do it all the time.
Not all of us Canadians. I'll tell you, I would do that on my own mower. Absolutely 100%, but I would not do that on a customer's mower.
I had an issue on a Briggs 6.5 horse the other week. The Quantum flatheads with the primer. It all works fine, but every morning I come to it, it was empty of gas, and it's not putting gas into the crank.
Is it coming out the vent?
It's a Quantum with the primer bulb with a little hole in the front of it.
Yeah, it can come out of that hole. I've seen that happen too.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There must be some kind of pressure in there. No matter what I do, I just can't. I just can't stop it from coming out. So I just put a tap on it.
Yeah, it'll keep cranking and keep cranking and keep cranking, and it'll finally start.
Yeah, but don't do that.
Smoke like crazy.
But David, check the oil first before you even crank it. You don't want to hydraulic the rings. All right. If you see that dipstick level is too high, stop. Drain it. Because you will hydraulic the rings, you'll have a mosquito fogger, and that's just more work for you.
Put a tap on it. Sorted.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it in the dead of winter. It's 2 degrees out. The guy's in the middle of a snowstorm and says, oh, crap. Yeah, I'll throw an inline in. But the correct fix the needle and seat. And it's really common on the Kohler Commands that were in a lot of John Deere's and things like that. The Kohler Command carburetors were known for needle and seat leaks.
I had the same problem on a needle and seat issue. I bought a load of cheap. I didn't know they weren't genuine. They weren't marked up as genuine, so my mistake. But copy seats and
Oh, the red ones? The red ones or the green ones?
Red ones. Yeah.
No, I'm doing a video. Actually, I have a video in the works where I tested different carburetor cleaners against the Briggs and Tecumseh seats to show which ones swelled and how fast they swelled. Some of them balloon out in 5 minutes, but some of them took a day or two. So I'll put that video out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I want to see that video. You didn't do it yet, but you're gonna.
I have the footage, but as I was saying, I have this Vegas movie maker software, but my phone, it saves it in MOV movie file. And when I throw it into Vegas, it doesn't recognize the audio. So I had to download something to convert to MP4.
Yeah. No, I want to see that one. Kenny, I want to see that video. I'll watch that.
Definitely. It really, there's two, STP and gum out are the two worst that do the most damage to rubber that I've seen out of all the different brews like Seafoam and everything else. Oh, did you see Pattay got a free case of Seafoam? I saw that. He put out something. Someone mailed him a case of Seafoam. I don't know who, but the missus was on there the other day saying, Seafoam, Seafoam. So I guess somebody listened.
Was it on his wish list?
He put it out there in one of those where you put out. I don't even know how you do that. How do you put something out so when you're scrolling through, it's almost like an ad where it shows your
community tab?
Is that probably because it showed? I'm scrolling through videos. I see it looks like an ad for him showing a video, and it shows a picture of a case of Seafoam. So, and someone asked him in the comments, "Where'd you get that?" And he said, it was a gift or something. So somebody sent him a case of Seafoam. So that's cool. He mentions it in every video. So why not? He's a very, very big proponent of Seafoam.
Nice.
So to me, snake oil is still snake oil, but to each his own. Oh, we lost Mick.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, Steve, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Had to test it out to make sure your shit's working, buddy.
Absolutely. Now, Canadian, so I'll have to do the.
Let me
ask you.
That works out to $1.36 American. That's $1.36.
The question, though, with this monetization now, since I'm so new to it, do you get mailed a check once a month or something like that? How's that work?
AdSense. So get a AdSense account. Google AdSense.
I have AdSense. I applied for it, but do you do it like with a credit card or something? How's that work?
Okay, so if you applied for it, you should be getting a letter in the mail with a code, and then you enter that code into your AdSense account, and then your AdSense is activated, and then only then you can start direct depositing money into a checking account or having a check sent out to you, but then it'll take longer. So it's just easier to get direct deposit.
Yeah, no problem.
But there is $100 threshold. So keep that in mind. Every month, if you don't hit that $100, you're not gonna get your money. So you have to hit that 100. So if it's not in the first week,
they just
you
save
wait
it
for
till
the
the
second
next month.
Okay, you don't lose it. Yeah.
No, you don't.
No,
lose
you don't lose it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I don't care. Like I said, I was saying to Steve before. I was calculating all the stuff I spent over the last year or two to try and help my friends out, and it got pretty heavy. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, if my videos are worth it to some people, where I could make a few dollars here and there and pay for StreamYard or pay for this or that, hey, what the heck,
Hey,
That's it.
monetization is great. The money that I got from my first check or second one paid for my what are those mics that everybody's wearing? Oh, the Wireless Go microphone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I use that, and now my video quality is great. Or not my video, my audio quality is great. So
yeah, my next purchase is going to be a studio light, so my green screen doesn't look like this garbage. Whatever. So, do you ever use a green screen, Steve? Any kind of green screen? Oh, okay.
Blue screen.
I got it all rolled up in the top. I haven't actually used it for quite a while.
I never knew if your display and back you was actually green screen or real.
I've only ever used that green screen like 3 times in the last 2 years. And I actually took that video down. It was a Happy New Year, not this Happy New Year, but it was the year before, where it was a green screen and it looked just like my background here. But then all of a sudden, boom, and there was fireworks going off behind me. So it turned black, and it was like fireworks going, and it looked super cool.
I can imagine.
Super cool. So I've only used it a few times, but
that's cool. I see you got another Canadian there, Steve. Matt Small Engine.
Matt Small Engine. Yeah, he's in Ontario.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, go give Donny Boy 73 a high five for me.
That's what I tell him.
Now that's above Michigan or Ontario, is it, or where's that?
It should be right above Michigan, yeah.
Okay. Steve, you're like Vancouver-ish, right? That area?
way over, man. I am. If you Pattay's performance,
Yeah.
is on not Rhode Island,
Long Island.
Long Island, and I am on the island on the exact opposite end of the continent.
Okay, you're like what, Puget Sound up that way north?
Yep, straight north of Seattle.
Now, how close are you to say Buckin? Is Buckin close to you?
I can jump in my car right now and be at Buckin's house in 7 minutes.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been enjoying another guy on there. I don't know. You guys could probably tell me where he's from. Tin Man. I've been watching a lot of his chainsaw videos.
Tin Man Saws.
Yeah, love his videos. Love them. Yep.
I don't know where he is. I recognize the name, but I don't know where he lives.
Yeah. I think he's a tin knocker. You know, he's a sheet metal guy. That's why he calls himself Tin Man Saws. But I mean, his videos are just phenomenal because for some reason now I'm into the home lights because they were made literally 35 minutes from me in Port Chester, New York. And I remember seeing them as a kid all over the place. I just never had an affinity for them because we never really chopped wood growing up because my parents, you know, we didn't even get a fireplace until I was a teenager. And, you know, it was only holiday burning, nothing for heat, you know. But he's got very, very informative videos, you know. So cool guy. But I think if I'm not mistaken, he was above Montana, somewhere around that area. So, but
in Canada though,
all this studying, all this driving. I started driving at 6 o'clock this morning, and it was.
Who's talking? Oh, okay. I was gonna say who's talking. I didn't see any lips. Didn't see any lips moving. That was in Dave's end. But anyway, what do you got coming up, Steve? You got anything coming up video wise? How's your tiller doing?
Not bad. I'm doing the video this Friday or Saturday. I'll have it up. That's what I've been working on today. I just needed a break, and I went. I saw I'm doing the carburetor. The carburetor linkages are completely seized. Everything's just everything on that engine is screwed.
Yeah, but Steve, under the flywheel though, did you keep it looking like that?
Yes, I did.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I did because I was proving a point.
Yeah.
Just that's it. Oh, point.
What's the goal of that engine though, Steve? Is that going to be someone's tiller to use, or what's the goal?
No, that's my tiller. That's a garbage tiller that I picked up, and I could not have got a better tiller to do it.
Steve, was that
everything's wrong with it?
That was a tiller from like 3 years ago, wasn't it? You had that tiller for a long time, huh?
I don't know. Well, maybe I have, but I haven't used it.
Because I've seen in one of your previous videos, like a long time ago, it might have been 2 years ago, but that same tiller, I'm not sure if that was just something in your scrap junkyard.
Was it a yellow tiller? A yellow Sears tiller?
It was the same. Yeah, it was that same tiller that you had in that previous video.
It'd be the same one then, yeah. I can't remember what I did with that before, though.
Yeah.
I was watching Terrell's video the other day where he had that tiller for Junior, whoever it was, where he was hosing down, you know, doing the old rust, break it off with the heat and everything. And I'm saying to myself, I hope he has a drain in that floor because he had that hose going and going and going and going. I'm like, where's the water going?
Yeah. He's got a drain.
I saw that as soon as I started watching that video, I went, I hope those guys know those tines are on backwards.
He did mention it.
Exactly. Yep, as soon as the video started, I went, oh, they had better know those tines are on backwards. And then he finally mentioned it. Yeah.
The worrying thing is that the tines were on there so seized on there that the person using it has been using it on the tines on backwards for so long. That's more worrying.
Oh, yeah. But I know some people like to put them on different ways for a shorter or a wider swath, you know. So.
Or one-sided.
Or one-sided, yep. So interesting. Let's see.
Have you guys ever put the auger spirals the other way around, left side on the right side and the right side on the left side, and then the snow just gets pushed to the sides when you run the snowblower? Have you guys seen that ever?
I had a customer do that where he actually spent money on a whole new set of auger blades and didn't realize that there was the right rotation. And he comes to me and says, Kenny, he goes, it's like I'm plowing snow. He goes, I don't know what's going on. So the first thing I did was I looked at it, and you could see they were going this way instead of that way. And I was like, who put these augers in? And he's like, I did. Why? And I just shook my head. But oh yeah, and I've had that where one auger will be put on wrong, so it'll only pull from one side, then build up on the other side. I've seen that too.
Well, you know what? I got to give that guy credit right there, because a lot of people I say, hey, this is wrong. Who did this? They go, oh, goddamn wife. My kid must have done. Oh, my kid did that.
Oh, who's that, Mick?
It's Grizzly Adams.
Hey, Grizz.
Oh, better keep that boy happy, Mick.
I keep him happy every night. Don't worry about it. He's actually scared of the dark. He's a night worker, scared of the dark. Can you believe it? I can hold his hand everywhere we go.
It must be nice when you love your job, you know?
Hey, Mick, I got a question for you. This is a serious question.
Oh, you're asking the wrong person, buddy.
No, this is actually very important, because I'm curious about this kind of stuff. When you actually talk to the Queen Mum, does she call you Sir Mick, or does she call you Sir Michael?
When we're not around, you know, the public, she just calls me Geezer.
Oh, cool.
Hey, you should hear what we call you when you're not around.
And sometimes
I think he does.
Sometimes we might fist bump as well.
I still go back and watch that Balmoral one. Every time I see the Balmoral with you and your son, I think of Stuart answering the door.
Yes. When he goes up and bangs on the door with Riley, that one?
I keep thinking of Stuart. That's Stuart at the door. You know?
He's like, the lady behind the door is like, well, can you fix my mower? And he's like, well, of course I can. I'm Mick's Mowers now, Awesome.
That was definitely a good video. I like that.
You got to mix it up, you got to mix it up a bit.
Well, it's funny. I never knew what Balmoral was. Now that I've been watching The Crown on Netflix, now I know all about Balmoral. You know.
There you go. Yeah, I've got 3 Balmorals in actually. I'm working on one at the moment. A little electric car one, quite nice.
Hey Tim.
So now, Ken, you're fully monetized. So now it's sit back and just let the millions roll in, brother.
Well, no. According to Phil, though, I have to wait to get the email or letter in the mail or something before anything really happens.
I think they transfer like 96 cents into your bank account, and then you got to verify that, and then it goes.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, they said something about they were going to throw 60 cents somewhere, but they didn't tell me where. So.
Yeah, they throw it into your bank, and you just got to email them back and say how much it was or something. And that's it. It's activated.
Okay. Very good. Can't wait.
So on that note, Ken, before Mick came in, on that monetization note, I did want to tell you this. What I said already, that once it's over 8 minutes long, you can put as many ads as you want in the middle of your video.
Oh, don't do that.
No,
be careful with that.
No, but you can. Like, say it's 20 minutes long. Yeah, okay, 1 or 2 in there. But there are some YouTubers out there that I watch that they'll put freaking 8 ads in the middle where it's
why? To get more money? What's the purpose of that?
Yeah,
because they're getting paid. They are making more money. Every ad they have in there, they're making more money.
Oh, I got you.
That's greedy, man. That does, you're going to make a little bit of money, but you're going to piss every one of your friggin' viewers off, and they're going to
shut the video off. Yeah,
they'll shut the video off before it happens.
Yeah, no one's going to watch the video.
So there's a fine line there between making a little extra money, and pissing your viewers off.
Yeah, I do. Well, I know Pattay went on there one time, and he said he'll actually go in and try and strategically place the ads at like a pause point or something where the guy's like not watching intently, and then bam, an ad. You know.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways of doing it. You can either not put any adverts on it, and YouTube will put the ads on there for you. So you need to keep an eye on that, because you might have like a 20-minute video, And you might get like 15 adverts on it because
Oh,
you
wow.
put them in there. So watch that. And also, they tend to put them right in between your intro or something like that. So I always go in and remove. If I do a 30-minute video, I'll have 3 adverts, one every 10 minutes. That's what I do.
How do you remove them? Though? You go into studio and you can actually remove them.
Go into the description into the monetization section, and then you can just remove them in there. So they always put one right in the middle of my intro. There's a little tiny half-a-second blank spot in there, and they always put one right in there. So I always remove it. I do one every 10 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, I had an hour long.
Every 10 minutes.
Yeah, one of my streams was an hour long, and then I did the automatic placement, and YouTube placed like 15 ads in my hour-long video, and I'm like, that's just ridiculous. So
there's lots of channels out there that do a live stream, and they're particularly all about the drama. And what they do is they do that on purpose. And when you go back to watch the live stream, say, "Oh, did you check this out?" You know, so and so. You go on there. There's like 100 adverts on it because it's like a 3-hour-long live stream where they're just creating so much drama. But they want you just to watch the ads. You know what I mean? So
now you guys know how to skip the ads, right? Have you guys learned that you can go all the way to the end of the video, and then click the rewind button and dismiss all the ads? You guys knew that, right?
Yeah. Shh, don't tell them. That's how we make it.
Well, no. But let me ask you this though: do I get to pick the kinds of ads, or is it going to be? You know, I don't want like ladies' underwear and then.
Oh no.
There is a section where you can sort of say what your videos are about, and that will, to a degree, put particular ads on. But you need to be a bit careful because if like you do a live stream, and depending on what you're talking about, it will say limited ads because certain companies don't want their adverts associated with your live stream because you're talking about a particular topic. So there is that to it. But I don't care if it's about a toy or a dildo, as long as it's an advert, it's an advert.
Usually the ads people see is on their end of what their interests are. So if they've been watching,
usually
truck videos all the time. Yeah, if they're watching truck videos all the time, they'll get a Ford ad for a brand new Ford or something like that. So they're kind of personalized in a way.
It is personalized, yes.
I keep getting these Steve Small Engine Saloon adverts on mine. Keep coming out. I don't know what that's all about.
Hey, I see a guy on here, JimmyRizzo.com.
The new Borat movie is all over Mick's.
Jimmy, shake your hand or something so I can see your arm moving so I know it's you.
Speaking of Borat, don't you think old David's starting up the old Borat tash going on? Look at him, look. He's got a bit of a Borat thing going on.
Yeah, with the mustache.
Who's in the disco?
I was saying, Jimmy, what do you got? A party going on?
Hi there, Kenny. How are you doing? Nah, just a silly room. What needs cleaned out? I need it redone and all that sort of shit. You know what I mean?
Now, where are you out of, Jimmy? I'm assuming Ireland or what?
No, I'm not. Actually, I come from a country called England, where most places in the United States are called or named after our great country, England. And isn't it funny how our little island of ours used to own 3/4 of the planet, cherry pie. Now put on your pipe and smoke it.
It's the way it is, brother.
Anyway, there, guys, you American guys, hello America. I think it's I was going to say effing great place. I think it's fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh, I tell you,
I'd love to come over there, hallelujah, for my holidays one day.
They wouldn't let me in, especially in Canada. No, can't go there.
I tell you one thing: if this C word ever ends and we're able to travel again, and all that stuff, I would love to do a YouTube UK tour and meet all you guys because, like family, you know.
Yeah, you love it.
Hey, Kenny, you keep monetizing like you're doing, you're going to be able to afford it in about 25 years. 25 years of monetizing, you're going to be able to afford to come over here.
Steve, 25 years, I'll be in the ground. What are you talking about?
Let me know when you're going to do it, Ken, and I'll go to America.
Shit, I need this channel name on YouTube. I'm going to have to subscribe to this.
No, I say we meet at Bruce Pender's and have a beer.
Can you put your channel name in private chat, and subscribe?
Oh, mine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Hold on. Let's see.
Jimmy looks like he's going to bust a move any second now.
That Adidas tracksuit?
That's just a
Adidas
red thing
tracksuit?
where that's just a red thing where I found a shop.
Hey, Jimmy,
Adidas,
how do you feel about
motherfucker.
Canada?
How do I what?
Well, you were talking about Americans earlier. I'm just curious what you think about
I
Canadians.
think Canada always says the A word so many times for me, like them.
Eh?
The
All
what
right?
word?
Hey?
The E word, hey, hey.
Oh,
Yeah, the A word.
Good A,
Hey?
Hang on, I'm just gonna look for this guy's channel on YouTube and search it. He could have given us a link, but I'm gonna search his name. Because
I'm
he
not
knows
the
if I
best
put that.
computer savvy person, but if someone wants to throw the link in the private chat, I'm not that great.
He
at
knows if I couldn't paste that link in the search bar, it's gonna give him more. You know what I mean?
Yep. Who'd we lose?
Oh shit!
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we lost Phil. Oh
Right,
no!
put on
Guess
the
who-
search.
Steve.
Subscribe.
Because you're here,
Oh.
Steve. We
What?
got our favorite couple from Long Island in the
Oh.
basement.
from Long Island.
Okay.
No, don't bring them up. Don't bring them up. I don't want them up here. No,
What?
No!
You don't want to see him?
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Hi there to that lovely couple in the basement. I think he's a redneck.
you interrupted us. Put us back in the basement.
I was going to say, what are you guys getting
5 minutes.
crispy? What's going on?
That's awesome, Tina, Jason. I haven't seen you guys for like 2 months. 2 months, I think.
So
He's
God,
been growing out his sideburns.
Yeah,
He's got bigger sideburns than Musty at the moment.
yeah,
but his are still dark.
Yeah.
Yes, he's just white. Looks like a couple white rats hanging off of his
Musty's
ears.
got like two big pork chops hanging down. That's what
so,
Musty.
so as you guys know, we had this thing called snow. It comes from the sky. We haven't had it. We haven't had it in 2 years, and oh my god, oh my god. So we've been, God willing, we've been really, really busy.
Good.
I probably have 3 more snowblower repairs left, and then I could start transitioning into the correct season. So,
But there's no snow on the ground.
so but I got catch up. I'm playing catch up.
Why,
So
why
we're-
are people getting their snowblowers fixed
Yeah.
right now then?
They like to be ready
For the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, so there you go. You got to summarize those, like winterizing, but for the summer, right? Is that what you're doing?
So what I do is I don't want to put myself in a position that if I winterize their machine and
Yeah.
it doesn't start next year, it's my fault.
Oh, good point.
Because they could take their gas from last year, put in their machine, and then so I always give it to them. The fuel will always be treated. You guys know I run, if you guys don't know, I run a dual treated fuel. That's why I'm very eager to see Harold's results. I run stable and seafoam. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but speaking of stable, though, I saw your little thing. Was that a gift?
yes.
No, seafoam.
Because no, I saw the missus on there shaking the money maker, asking for the seafoam.
That
Hint, hint.
That
So I
wasn't
guess
all
it
she was
worked.
shaking, I'm telling you, that wasn't all she was
So
shaking.
so here's a funny fact. So that video was from October,
I
but
saw it. He had grass and everything. Yeah.
I've been holding that video since
Yeah.
October. I was waiting for use for that video,
Yep.
and the opportunity came for us to. There's gonna be a part 2, and I was always waiting
Wow.
for that.
I saw the leaves on the trees, and I go, "When the heck did he do that?"
Well, don't you worry. So I have a couple of videos planned for the channel when it's 100 degrees out. There's gonna be a snow. There's gonna be a snow video planned. Like what the?
Now, was
heck?
that actually seafoam or a local distributor, or how'd you manage that? Is that coming up in a video?
Secret?
Let's just
Okay.
put it this way. It's a lot trickier than you think to work with seafoam,
Mm.
but there have been many phone calls and long phone calls.
Well, I know you go into the parts stores, Chris, and do the old wink, wink. And,
No, that's
you know.
how she buys equipment that I want to buy. That's how she does.
Yeah, no. That is not from a parts store. That's as far as I can say about the
Yeah,
seafoam.
that's okay. Hey, we all have our
Does that-
secrets.
Does
Yeah.
that same wink wink work with air-ins at all? Have you tried doing that wink wink with
No.
air-ins?
So Arians knows
Yeah.
as much as we love their brand, we're just so enthralled and invested in this certain generation that we just don't have the desire, and I feel it's not our mantra to try and move on to something else. That's why I feel like sponsorships are tricky in the sense that, we want to push what we use, and we don't want to push something, that we don't. And sometimes when you get involved with something like that, they want to give the whole caboodle, and we don't want to do the whole caboodle because that's not what we use or what we do.
I just want to see the seafoam skirt and one on Christine too. Okay.
I want to see Jason in his Stars and Stripes hot pants again with jet wash. That's what I want.
Oh, it's going to say seafoam now. It's going to say seafoam on it. Yeah.
Don't worry. The warmer weather's coming, Mick. Don't worry. Don't worry. So what's nice about Seafoam is I'll tell you this. They don't do many sponsorships, but they have products that are diesel. So when you do a sponsorship with Seafoam, to have someone who's a diesel mechanic, to have someone who also does small engine work, they do like that their product can be used on not only diesel engines, also regular engines, and also small engine work like you all do. So that's a plus side, because you'll get a lot of people knocking down their door who work on small engines saying, hey, you want to sponsor me? But all they do are lawn mowers or snow blowers or small engine work, and Seafoam doesn't see that as being plentiful for them.
They want the truck mechanics that are using 8 cases a week, that kind of stuff.
Yes, they need something that's going to bring them someone who can use all their product line.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of talking behind all of that, especially if you're not a big dog. So
we're not a big dog.
Yeah,
we're okay with not being a big dog.
But they are a very, very friendly company to talk with. But you do have to get to that point with them. It takes a lot of work to get to that point.
She's been in talks with them. I've been busy, so she's been.
But by the way, nearly all your videos have them. So
what was that?
By the way, there, Patty, I wish I had you as a secretary. To be great.
Could you be my secretary? I need one. My business is booming too right now.
But anyway,
all right.
Depends on what you're gonna wear, Jimmy.
Do you know mean? Hang on there. Do you not mean that you're trying to get rid of your boyfriend? You want me as the secretary? That's what you're trying to say. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, Patty. I know what you're up to, dog.
Yes, yeah. Speaking
One
of
thing we
which,
can only see from here up,
Yeah.
Yep.
I still have stuff to fix, but she's like, "Oh, friend went live," and she read the title. I'm like, "Oh, what's going on? Let's just say hello, congratulations."
We'll see.
Now what? You ask now what? My advice to you is now what? Do nothing. Just keep continuing to do you, and just stay true to yourself. That's it.
I want, like I said, I want to thank Steve and especially Steve and Bruce, because Bruce sort of pushed me over the edge the other day and said, "Just do it." And I was like, "Okay." So.
Just do what?
Why not? You don't have to use it.
Monetization.
You're monetized. You're allowed to be monetized now. It doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah.
No,
but I think the other day, though, Chris and Jason, I looked through notes of what I've been helping people out with. I'm up about $700. That's my money.
Yeah.
And it's real money. And it's like, holy
mounts up at the end of the day, Ken.
What do you mean? Ken, what do you mean by that, though? $700? You mean like donations through PayPal?
Yeah, when I did donations to channels or I sent things out and stuff like that, I was never monetized. So that was basically profits from my small engine repair side job that I do. And I'm thinking to myself, I could use that money in my pocket, But like I said, I'm not the type that wants, I'm not looking for donation or anything like that. But if I could get something, Mick had mentioned at one time, Kenny, do it. They could pay for your StreamYard. They could pay for your stickers. They could pay for mugs or
exactly.
Yeah.
They can pay for you to come over to Vancouver Island and have a beer with me.
Absolutely. Hey, once the C word is over, I'm going on my YouTube world tour. Are you kidding me?
Also, Ken, running a channel costs money. Full stop.
It does. Yeah.
Carburetor spray or whatever it is, primer bulbs or pulleys, it all costs money. So if you can earn a couple of $100 every month just to cover your overheads for what you're doing, then do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Kenny, the summertime's coming. A few low-cut wife beater shirts.
Well, I got to lose probably another 20 pounds, and my 24 pack will be ripping. All right.
I need to get Jason a I'm sexy and I blow it vest.
Bomb chicka wah wah.
Where you from there, Mick? Where you from?
I'm on the south coast, buddy.
Well, the south coast of where?
I like Jimmy. I'm going to have him on my stream more often.
Yeah, he sounds English.
He's on the south coast of Long Island.
He's from Brooklyn, Jimmy.
He's got that weird accent.
Nice sounds English.
Jimmy, where are you at?
I'm from London.
Yeah, well, I'm from the south coast, Bognor Regis, on the south.
Oh, is that where you're from? I'm from Newcastle, Mick.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, I'm from the south coast.
You sound as though you're sitting in a vehicle now. Are you in some sort of vehicle?
Well, in that case, boys, good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
Guys, anyway, there, Mick. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well, Ken. Nice to meet everybody.
Absolutely. No, when I heard the word Bognor Regis, I thought that was an STD. I didn't know what it was.
It does sound like that, Ken. I must admit, it does sound like that.
What? An STD? What's up with you?
I'm just saying, Bognor Regis sounds like something you don't want to tell your wife when you get home from the doctor's office.
You need to check up from a neck up. What you need.
Hi there, baby. I'm called Bognor Regis tonight. I'm sorry I can't sleep with you. It does sound like that.
Jason, is Tina sitting on your lap right now?
Like Santa.
Not cool, man.
No, Jason is
not cool. He's just rubbing it in now. He's just like rubbing it in.
Jason's actually standing up. That's a problem.
Yeah, I think
you know what? If you shine the camera down, who's actually got the high heels on? Okay.
I reckon Jason's actually sat on Chrissy's lap. That's what I think.
Well, they've talked about the maid outfit and not just her. So
he wears the skirt. I wear the top.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm telling you, Chrissy, you got to get him in a nice red or pink skirt with with underneath the seafoam underwear. So when he twirls, it says seafoam. You know?
It's
As I keep saying, Ken, you need to check up from a neck up, buddy, if you want to see Jason.
Ever since the power washing video with the American flag underwear,
he just keeps having that on replay.
It burned a hole. It burned a hole. You know,
Kenny. Just so you know, it's not a skirt; it's a kilt. You got to learn the difference.
No, because with a kilt, there's nothing underneath, buddy.
Yeah. Did you just go like this?
Video. I reckon.
Well, why? You want me to use this finger?
20,000 views on that one video.
Mick, invest in a good microphone, honestly.
Well, I am.
Invest in a good mic.
On iPad. What it is.
Yeah, invest in a good microphone now, Mick. That's what you need, son.
Well, I'm mobile, aren't I? I'm out and about. Look, I'm in the van. I'm going to work.
Hey, don't do it.
Don't give away your secret.
Don't.
Yeah.
Jimmy, he's a lady of the night. He's on working hours right now, so.
Yeah, when he's up, though.
Hey, Jimmy, just put it this way. Hope to God that Mick's boss isn't watching this right now. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
I have not spoken to my boss since March last year. There's no chance of that happening.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I'm trying to work out what he does for a living. I'll find out though.
So Kenny, now it all makes sense because Jason kept telling me our monetization check was all from the power washing video every month. Is that all your views?
Yeah, that's it.
Only
yeah.
300 or 400. Yeah.
He's pumping my channel.
Thank you.
All you want to do is put an advert right just in front of that washing bit, and that Ken's keep playing that one advert. Kenny.
It's up to like 62,000 likes, you said, Mick?
So, Steve, I was talking to Bruce. You guys still have winter by you guys, correct?
You know, we're one province apart. I'm in British Columbia on Vancouver Island, directly across the continent from your island. Like seriously, like I'm in the opposite end. So we are where I live right now. I'm sitting just south of me is Seattle. So Bruce is over one province over in Alberta. And he does have snow there still.
Yeah, he said that he could feel it in his bones that he's due for winter storm.
We got no man. I live in Canada. As far as Canada is concerned, I live in just a primo, like it's Pacific Island. There's no snow here. We got like this much snow this year, like at one point, and it was gone the next day. It's crazy.
We're about
literally, like I don't get snowblowers come in, like none. Nobody has snowblowers here because they just wait for it to melt tomorrow. Well, tomorrow it's going to be melted anyway. What do I need a snowblower for?
Yeah,
so then probably no. So then, how far are you from Donny Boy then?
From Donny Boy is even further. Donny Boy is way closer to you. Donny Boy's in Ontario, which we just discussed this. What's Donny Boy straight north of what state?
Michigan. He's right above Michigan.
So you go straight north.
So you're by Seattle. Brucey's it should
Brucey's
be north
above
of
Montana. Yeah, he's Montana.
Yeah.
And Donnie is more by Michigan.
Michigan,
Yeah.
yep.
But straight north, we're also north of those states, yeah, in Canada.
Jason,
yeah.
we're about 3 weeks into mower season now. Grass is growing.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? Mick and where Mick lives and where I live is very close to the same climate.
Well, it's very moderate. It's almost like
and,
San Diego, where it's always like 70s, you know?
Yeah, Mick and we live half a world apart, but we have the very similar climate.
Yeah, so we're probably about maybe 2 weeks into like mower season, but I'm kind of with Mick in the sense where, but I'm more of a fix and flipper before I do repairs.
Yeah,
but I'm struggling inside in the sense that I have repairs to do, but I also want to get the flips going. So that's where my lack of time is, because when we had snow regiment, now that we've had an abundance of snow, my regimen is completely, thrown off. But it's a good thing.
The other thing is also as well, Jason, is it's not just a flip and service repair, but when you throw into that as well YouTube content, you have to balance up what's going to bring more money in, the fix or the flip or the service, plus the content to record it as well on top.
So I haven't dragged out the camera in a couple of months.
Me too. I've got another 6 videos in the bank. I had 15 videos in. I've not been in a workshop doing content in 8 weeks.
Yeah, it just happens, and I think it's just a learning curve. For anyone and everyone. And like I said, we all just have to find that balance. And to me, I feel with us, every day is different. So I don't mind doing things off the beaten path. And if you want to leave me a nasty comment, leave me a nasty comment.
We know you like the beaten path stuff.
I will tell you this right now, Pattay's performance. How to get more views in lawnmower season is cutting the grass in a bikini. and Christy can hold the camera while you do that.
I can't because I'm going to be attacked.
Remember, hey, Steve, remember the neighbors. Remember.
I might even be abducted.
I want to see Jason in a bikini.
And then I might be returned in pieces. because one of them came over and disclosed that they were lonely, and I didn't have a response for that.
Jason, you got to do a video hanging with the neighbors in the hot tub.
No. There's a.
Well, you could wear a wetsuit so nothing gets transferred.
I take it this is actually this is a small engine live stream, right? I don't know.
Can we bring this back?
It just means anything but small engines. So
but Jason in a 38 double D bikini is just not cooking it for me. I'd much rather dry piston.
I did notice though, Christine, that over the winter he's got a couple extra LBs going on, a couple extra rolls in the bread box.
You never just said that live. You never said
you know?
Oh, I noticed that too. When he was wearing that blue spandex shirt.
Yeah, you got a little Mitchell and Man Jr. going on there.
I'm like, I'm gonna weigh myself because I know how much I weigh. Now you gotta.
Yeah.
Hey, believe me, after I lost 25 pounds, I feel great after I lost weight, but I'll be honest with you, the past few weeks, Girl Scout cookies came out because it's Easter. Forget it.
I cannot believe.
Hey, hold on a second. Hold on, everybody. Tina, was he honestly offended by that?
He's going to weigh himself.
Oh, get out.
Okay.
He's gonna wait.
I honestly, when he got up like that, I honestly thought he was offended by that, and
we're all friends. We're all friends.
Hey, some guys are, some guys.
Slated that man's weight live on air. I would never do something like that.
I'm sorry. I hope.
Have you never heard that short people have feelings too? Why?
I think they call it. It's called height challenge.
Vertically challenged.
Well, if he's going to weigh himself right now, I'll tell you this. Honestly, I weighed myself 2 mornings ago. I am just broke 200.
Oh God, I wish. I wish.
203, I think.
The only time I weigh 200 is when my belly is on the counter. That's the only time.
Oh, what's Mick? What's 19.5 sterling pounds?
99.
Oh, did you want that in kilograms? I'll have to.
Well, they use stone, right? Don't they use stone weight?
Yeah, in stone cat. What's 19.5
right,
stone?
That's got to be about 220, I think, something like that.
What's a stone? 14 or 17?
14 pounds.
I'm not sure.
14. Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not talking about weight because Jason's now upset and you took the top there.
I know. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm back. No, so I don't care. I'm open. So I average between 208 and 212. I just weighed myself. I'm 217. So I guess 5 pounds is a lot.
Yeah, but that's probably good eating, right?
Anyone else see Jason's eyes are slightly watery where you two have upset the man.
If I could just add, I'd like to say that 5 pounds ain't anywhere but somewhere else.
Hey, come on.
Oh, Paddy, that was rather rude of you to say so.
Over here, Chrissy, we call that water retention. You can take tablets for that.
5 pounds weighs something else.
Jimmy, I meant he's growing out his hair, honey. Where's your mind, love?
Yeah, I haven't had hair.
My God, look at that flap in the back. My God.
By the way there, Paddy, I wish my ding-a-ling weighs 5 pounds.
That's called a mullet. Don't you guys have mullets over there?
Holy cow. You do know, Jason, the barbershops are open for business, right?
So I just picked up a lawn.
He won't even let me trim it anymore.
So I just picked up.
No. I can support him in not having you trim it after the snafu that one time. Okay.
Anything's better than he's rebelling against all haircuts at this point.
So I just dropped off a snowblower for repair, picked up a lawnmower for repair that I had a customer that I haven't seen in a couple of months since I fixed a generator. And he says, Jesus, you're going to get a haircut? So I have
Jason,
to
it's called
have a mug.
manscaping, buddy. Manscaping.
Can we get off the subject of having a haircut, because it's not a subject I'm happy about talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, is this like the first time we've seen this Steve's head?
You have a nice
Hey, wait a minute, Patty. I don't mean to be personal, but that thing that weighs 5 pounds, has that had a haircut?
I tell you something, I'm combing my hair back so far, I'm combing my arse right now. I've got more hair than my arse above my head.
Steve, you're like me. When you go to the barber, they charge by the pound.
Yeah. They charge me how much gray hits the floor.
Oh, I tell you. Yeah, but you know what's funny is yours like mine, Steve, where
Jesus Christ,
you get the haircut and it changes color when you leave the barber.
Aw.
I don't know.
See, are you sure you haven't covered your head? Spray up here. Jesus, that is some grey, that.
Steve, he's trying to get a pony too.
No pony.
To be young
Get a
again.
what?
My gosh.
He's trying to grow a pony.
No pony.
Oh, he is. Look at that.
The straight flow.
Oh, Chrissy, you got to get one of those things with the little marbles on it that the kids wear in the back.
Yep.
No, I think she just needs to break out the hedge trimmer.
Oh, bless him.
Just say, Jason, don't move. Whatever
Yes.
you do, don't
No
move.
sudden movements.
Room.
So
Yeah, I
go
think
on,
those
David.
two
How
are
are
made
you?
for each other. They're lovely
How's
people.
everything?
Yeah, we're good over here, son. I think you two were made for each other. I think you're great. You know.
Oh, thank you.
And by the way, if you're not married now, I hope you get married and have lots of kids.
Did you?
Aw.
Awesome, Jimmy.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Yep.
You hear that?
What a-
You have to propose.
What a happy couple. And I hope... Hey, listen. What a happy couple, and I hope that happiness never dies. You know, honestly.
Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy,
You're lovely people.
Jim, the first time that I ever met the Pattays up on a panel like this,
Yeah.
I thought and said the same thing you
Same
just
thing.
said. I said,
Yeah.
I can't believe how happy they are and how much in
Yep.
love they are. Isn't that come across? It just
You
comes
get
across.
vibes from them straight away, you know, like everybody on the panel.
Yeah.
I've got vibes from. I could tell everybody what they're about straight away. You know why? Because I get vibes from each and every one of you, you know. And I've always felt the same way.
The funny thing is the first time
Like,
the first time I
right, the bald guy called Mick in the corner, I think he's a little bit frustrated. He doesn't have anybody to play with, so he sits in his little work van. He goes back home, goes on the internet, he whacks off, goes to bed, wakes up, goes to work the next day. Is that right, Mick?
Leave it.
Just joking, Mick.
I have to put this in pulse only.
Hey, Jimmy, you're totally getting him confused with me.
Yeah.
Your vibes are coming across.
Mick singing, I wonder how he knows everything about me, aren't you, Mick?
Can I just say that I think Jimmy's line of thought is slightly off, because nobody else has a fantastic looking nurse that walks into every day.
Nick,
Yeah, honey.
Jason dressed up just the other night in the nurse's uniform. Thank you very much.
And you know exactly what I'm saying, Gail. You know exactly what I'm saying.
Where do I
Yeah,
send my
by the way,
email
that
address
Mick-
to? I want to see that.
Am I
Yeah,
right?
By the way there, Mick, we all know everything about you, my little
Brother,
friend.
all you got to do is click on my channel and you'll see my missus, and she's there in her voluptuous self. Don't you worry about
I'm going to have the pop up on your channel one day there, Mick. And honestly, I'll make a deal with
You'll
her.
be visiting more times me than Kenny does Jason. In fact, the first time...
Hey, I'm going to be subbing to loads of channels. Mick, do us a favour, put your channel in private chat with us, will you? And I'll give you a sub. I'll give Ken a sub tonight. I'll give you a sub as well, Mick, if you put in private chat.
Yeah, I'll stick it in a minute, because I'm on a tablet. The first time Jason actually met... Ken actually met Jason was Ken put into YouTube search hot, sexy, hot pants, and Jason...
Hey, Mick, I think your channel's called Single, Living in England, Looking for a Filipino. Is that the one?
Brother, you are a million miles
Hey,
away.
hey, hold on. I'm fantastic, me.
Anyway, so David, how are you? This guy.
I'm all right.
I think David's saying, I think I need a little therapy after this.
Yeah, he's been kind of quiet up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
David's
David
just
likes
like, oh
to.
my God.
David likes to wear the situation up, you see. He's just getting to know me. He doesn't know anything about me, and he's just wearing me up, very slowly.
Well,
Is that
David-
correct, David?
David is sitting up there in that corner with a notepad. And a pen.
Yeah, what not to do on a live stream.
He's listening, taking notes for blackmailing in the future. That's what he's doing.
Jimmy, you see, the thing is, you're a million miles away. That's my missus right there.
Hold on.
Honestly, hey, she is absolutely gorgeous.
I don't go
Mick,
home and do nothing by myself.
She is a lovely lady.
No,
Honestly.
but Jimmy, NHS, so she's giving back. She's taking all this stuff for us.
Mick, she absolutely looks gorgeous, honestly. And you're a very lucky man. You're a very lucky man, sir.
I'm punching above my weight. I know I am.
I figure, hey, just think if Mrs. Pottymouth liked me, I could do these streams like you guys do. You know?
Mick, put your YouTube channel in the private chat for us and go give me a sub. I'm sure Ken would mind.
Jimmy, do you actually have a channel and you do things, or what's the deal?
I'm actually live now.
No, but I'm saying I see jimmyrizzo.com. You have a website then?
No, the jimmyrizzo.com goes to my YouTube channel. I changed the DNS. Actually, if you tell me now, go to my YouTube channel. And I'm live now, and all you people are live on my channel.
Uh-oh.
Well, what's your YouTube channel name, though? Is it just Jimmy Rizzo?
And by the way there, Ken, listen, right?
Yes,
I do shows like this, and after I finish my show, I go look for StreamYard channels to join.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I found 2 great channels up now. I found your channel, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to know the other guy below, who I'll be joining soon, Mick Mowers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I found some great people out just by doing this, searching for their live shows. And I met some great people.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Most
most of my viewers and my friends on here, a lot of them are from the UK. If you go on my live stream on Sunday morning, it's 90% UK. It's really
same as me there, Mick. I've met people from all around the world, but generally it's mostly in the United States and different states in the United States. I met some brilliant people on my travels,
Oh yeah.
I realize I'm the only one from Kansas.
You know what? I'm still alive there, Ken, because I forgot to turn off my OBS when I ended the show, and someone just reminded me that I'm still alive. So I hope you don't mind,
Oh, I've done that a few times where I didn't know I was still on, and I'm getting emails from everyone saying, "Shut it off."
Ken, I think your best live was about 3 months ago when you had that person come up onto your panel. You dumped yourself out the panel.
that was last summer when we just started doing the StreamYard, and I wish I had seen it because I heard that Christine defended the hell out of me, and I wasn't able to see it. I was getting all these emails saying, Chris was giving this guy hell, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I had no clue.
Oh, it was great.
You don't mess with New York. I had your back the whole way, friend.
And the funniest thing was, he didn't just do it once; he did it a second
twice.
time.
I know. The second time he puts Thomas down there, I go, "Hey, Thomas!" Oh, I'm like, "Oh!" And I hit the wrong key, and I deleted myself.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? At least we can laugh at it now.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's how you learn, right? Definitely. So
I'm gonna go. Bye.
See you, Sandy Rose.
Later, Mick.
Here, hi, Sandy.
So, anyways, let's try this again. So, David, how are you?
I'm good.
Well, I think the last time I came across you were sort of taking in lawnmower repairs, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what? You didn't answer my question. What did you do? What are you going to do with that tractor? Are you going to do the mud mower? Or are you going to try and turn into an actual?
Well, one of my customers was going to buy it from me for like $75.
Okay.
And he hasn't gotten back to me with it.
That happens a lot. Believe me.
He said he had a buddy that wanted to buy it.
Okay, good.
So,
Megan says that your show is about to start.
So now so I know. Are you still working on snowballs? No, because I know you did that Predator song. that you were
Yeah,
having some issues with, but you
I
worked
went
that
from
out.
I went from snowblowers to lawnmowers, chainsaw.
Oh no, I hate chainsaws. I'll forget
Yeah.
it. That's your man right there for chainsaws, and him too.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
Tom,
I don't-
wave
you
your
know.
hand, Thomas.
Yeah, these two right over there. They're excellent for. I hate two cycle. Mr. Andrews, hello. No, not me. No. You're lucky. I'm lucky I got on that scooter.
But
Hey, can I bring up something serious for a second? Like no kidding. I'm a little bit concerned about something lately. Bob from Double Wide Six.
Yeah.
Okay.
He hasn't put a video for over a month. I'm emailing him. I'm not getting answers.
Really?
Has anybody heard from Bob at Double Wide Six?
So
The last time I saw him on a chat was
I'm
about
getting
3
a little
weeks ago.
concerned about this because he won't answer me and he hasn't put a video out. He dropped off the face of the planet, and I don't really know how to get a hold of him to say, "Hey, buddy, is everything okay?"
So I remember we stumbled across Bob on either he had, you know what? That's right. Bob had a live stream, and remember we jumped on it. But for some reason, he decided to, after the live stream was over, he actually deleted it. I don't know why.
I just wonder if maybe with his school, because he's a shop teacher, if it's gotten back. I mean, in my area, the kids just went back this week. So I don't know if maybe school got back and busy again, because he was doing a lot of it remote, he said. So,
But then also, don't forget, Bob runs a legitimate repair business that's very, fruitful. So, and we were conversating back and forth about a couple of projects that he has going on, like a sod cutter and stuff like that. So, if you want to talk about a time crunch, talk about a commercial time crunch where there are guys that come to me and they want to drop off their whole trailer, mowers, and I'm like, I can't do that. You guys expect this to be done by a certain, and I can't guarantee something like that due to my nature of my job. So maybe I assume Bob is overwhelmed.
I see you, Rich. Hold on.
Bob also puts stickers on his machines. So I'm sure if you really wanted to get in touch with Bob, you really can. See if you could type in, see when he posts his sticker, you could zoom in on it, see if there's a phone number, or just good old Google.
Good call.
Hey, David, can I throw you in the
I'm
basement
gonna do
for a
that.
minute, David? Because I got Rich from Mowers and Blowers wants to come up. All right, hold on. Thanks,
But
David.
yeah, that was a good thing too. I just checked, I'm like, I haven't seen anything pop up from Bob. Just want to make sure I didn't miss something. And he hasn't posted in a month. But
You want to see Jason's dress I got by him?
Yeah.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
Hey,
Rich, how are you?
Okay, so hold on, just before we start talking to Rich, I'm sorry, Rich, I just wanted to finish something with Pattay's here. So what you were saying, Jason, I hope that's the case. I really hope that's the case.
Me too.
Because
Us too.
I'm really getting kind of weird. Like this is weird. So I will do exactly what you said. I'll try to get in touch with him and make sure everything's cool with him because hopefully it is because he's overwhelmed, like you just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I've watched a couple of Bob's videos over the years.
Yeah.
And then when he transitioned to an LLC, and then we just started talking the underlyings of his business, and then we were bouncing ideas back and forth. I just have a feeling, Bob is kind of like maybe what's happening to me and Mick in the sense that we're so busy that we haven't been able to take out, the camera. And, Bob's channel is on a different level than ours. And I think maybe Bob feels that he just needs, when he puts out a video, it has to be of a certain degree. I'm only assuming. I'm not saying that maybe he just
I hear what you mean.
doesn't feel like pulling out a camera and producing a whatsoever video. But I think Bob has built a great channel.
Steve,
That he could do whatever he wants.
I just looked back, Steve, because Bob comments on our videos from time to time. There isn't anything from him in over 4 weeks. So
I know.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Yeah.
So I'll get on that. I'll get on that.
We'll message on Instagram. Maybe we will try and put our
Yeah.
heads together and we'll figure. Is Bob on Instagram or no? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm barely on Instagram myself, so I really don't know.
Okay. We'll figure something.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Okay. Hey, Kenny, I'm so sorry for like cutting you off. That was so rude.
No.
Rich.
No, but so we were talking about Small Engine is bigger than our channels. It's more of a community and more of a family sense. And I can't speak for Ken, but I think for our channel and what Steve was talking about, we're talking about that family.
Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
very important.
Thank you. That's exactly where I was going with that. Right on.
You can't put a price on that. No monetization can make up for that.
Yeah, right
Say
on.
the relationships we formed have been phenomenal and priceless.
Absolutely.
No, the reason I wanted to have Bob come up is because people confuse him with Henry at Mowers and Blowers because Rich is Mowers and Blowers.
Ken, I'm gonna stop. Ken, I'm gonna stop you right there. We don't get involved in that. I'm just letting you know that right now. So.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. No, I'm just saying people ask me, "Where's Henry?" And I said, "This isn't Henry. This is Rich. It's a different channel, totally different channel." So, but Rich,
yeah, we're happy to have Rich. Rich is
absolutely
a nice addition.
Yes,
so.
and thank you so much for showing us your church. It's very.
That was wasn't that wild? That was really cool. I'd never seen anything like that. No, but I wanted to say, Rich is a graphic designer on the side too, and he's got one of the coolest. You got one of your stickers there, Rich, or anything? He's got one of the coolest like logos where he did a caricature of himself. I just think it's the coolest thing. Yeah, so he did that himself. Yeah, let me zoom in on it real quick. Yeah.
Really neat.
He actually did that himself, which I thought was really cool. Well, Rich is quite the entrepreneur, though. I mean, he's owned different companies. He's into this, into that. So just a really, really cool guy. So I like having him on my channel.
Very nice.
How many people do the actual Moors and Blurs? Because Mick said his channel was called Moors and Blurs. I've signed up, but I don't think that's his channel because it looks like loads of things on there. You know what I mean? Like, hi there, I'm morning. I'm mooring the lawn, honey. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you go to Mick's channel in the beginning, he goes on and says mowers, blowers, trimmers, this and that. So
like,
the only reason I said that is we have a good friend of ours in Long Island with the same name, basically, and I just didn't want people to think it's the same person. No, that's all.
But all the thumbnails seem to be the same on his channel, so I don't know if it's his channel or not. You know?
Yeah, Mick has a certain title he likes to use on his, where you see the green, and then he's got the title of his video and all that. I got to learn how to do that.
Instead of typing the name of your channel, it'd be best if you posted the link in private, and then I can click down, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got to learn how to do that
American
when I
accent.
label my videos so people can see what it's about. Yeah.
I must admit my American accent's crap. Okay, motherfucker. Sorry.
Well,
good call.
A little bit is okay, but and I appreciate him coming up, but you know what? That's okay. Next time.
So Steve,
I apologize, everybody. Hopefully,
in case I missed it, how did you end up with that tiller that you're currently doing a video series on?
I can't remember. I've had that thing. I've had that thing sitting in my shop. I've had that rototiller sitting in my shop, stuck in the corner. It got buried with tarps, and it got buried with cardboard, like recycling. And that was, I honestly think, 3 years.
See?
3 years. And I pulled that thing out. My wife was saying, "Oh, come on, we got to get something going here. We got to get some content going here." And I literally was digging around for something else, and I pulled that thing out, and I pulled the tarp off of it, and I went, "Wow, maybe." And I grabbed, the first thing I did was I grabbed the carburetor, all the linkages on top where the carburetor was completely seized. I grabbed the rope, seized. I went, perfect.
Thank you.
This is perfect. I'm doing this series now. I don't know where I got it from. I can't remember where I got it from. I think it was a trade-in. Some guy just, giving him a lawnmower back or something. He said, "Hey, you want to fix this for me?" And I said, "No."
No.
And he said, "Well, can you dispose of it for me?" And I said, "Yeah, okay. Wheel it underneath this tarp, and I'll think about it in 3 years." That's probably what happened. Yeah.
So we have a different work area. So when I tell people no, and I'm a nice person, I don't watch them walk away, and I'll just continue what I'm doing. And when I decide to clean up, I'm like, what that why would they leave that here?
Yeah.
I'm just surprised that you guys find so much stuff on the side of the road, because we don't have that here.
I wish I found more stuff on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You got to do it in a certain time of year, though. Do you guys find that
spring cleanup?
Spring cleaning. Yeah, that's when people just put stuff out there and say, "Take this, please," and they put signs on it that says "free."
Free, yeah.
So I think we were talking about this with Bruce Pender, and Bruce Pender asked me a very good question. I think I've asked you guys it before in the past. Bruce asked that due to what was going on, did you see a lot of repairs that people that you felt the machine was sitting in storage for an excess of 5, 6, 10 years, and that someone, because of what was going on, like, oh, you know what, I got to get this going finally, and you get machines that need outside the norm of work, or even some older machines, and I said 110%. And then I also felt due to that there was a lot of machines that should have been thrown away and that people were trying to sell, and I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of that. But she was able to find a couple of good curb finds. I have zero luck finding stuff on the curb. It's always her.
Well, let me ask you, Chrissy, when you find these things, are you just on your normal drive home, or do you have neighborhoods that you would go to?
It's honestly, for the most part, almost never on my way home. The problem is it's almost always on my way to work.
Okay.
Which is often a problem, because depending on the day, if I have meetings, that means more like a business attire.
Well, the other day you had that nice pantsuit on with the leopard shoes, and I'm like, you dragging out a mower in like a nice pantsuit.
That attire is honestly more of the attire I don't mind loading something in. It's when I'm up a lot more.
Can I see that picture?
It's on a video.
Yeah, the last video.
I just don't pay attention to Tina's shoes myself, but
oh, beautiful.
Leopard. Ooh, you know what Steve gets. I'll tell April that.
I don't know if she borrowed them from Jason, or
if it doesn't have a heel.
You took the words right out of Mick's mouth.
Hey, they were flat, so they could be unisex. They could be either or.
But usually, I'll be honest, it's usually on the way to work, which is a problem, because if I can't unload it with him, because he works where I work, that means I've got to back into a spot at work to keep it in there. The mower that you saw in the last video, luckily enough, I found it on the way home. So it was because that I had hanging out the back, so that was a problem.
Yeah, I saw that video. That was free, right?
That
road.
I rarely ever have to ask someone if they're getting rid of something, but where this was in front of this person's house, I couldn't tell if it was being thrown out or if, and really what it definitely was is someone finished cutting a lawn and was like, discarded it. It was on a main road. And I ended up going to the door because I just felt so funny, because someone pulled up in the driveway but sat in the car. It was an older man. And then I went to the door, and the woman was like in her 90s, and she only spoke Italian. So I'm speaking back to her in Italian, and she thought I was selling something. It ended up being a couple weeks later, their house was put up for sale, and she basically thought I was there from the real estate agency. So, you know, long story short, I said, can I take the mower? And that was her husband in the car. And he was like, yeah, like it's not even ours. Just take it. So,
you could totally be a realtor.
Yeah. I mean, but she was lovely. I took it. They didn't, you know, obviously they didn't help load it. I loaded it and off I went. But, you know, it clearly wasn't a gem of a find.
No, it was a gem. I consider it a gem. Yes.
I mean, I definitely I missed the rotted deck, the rotted piece of the deck.
Oh yeah, in the back. Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, it was such a busy road, and there is a Catholic high school diagonal from their house that was just letting out at the time from like some kind of practice that they were having, a COVID practice of some kind. So there's all these kids walking home. Like, here I am loading up my car. It was like I didn't even want to inspect it other than to see if it had a compression. So I'm like, let me just get it in and go. People had to swerve around my car. I'm like, I was mortified at that.
I just have to add one quick thing, Steve. How many women even use the word compression?
Use the word what?
Compression. I don't think my wife even knows what that means.
My wife used that word once, but it was for a different reason, and I don't want to bring it up right now. Yeah. Too much.
Hey, I wanted to ask Jason, though. Jason, when I saw your restylized the other one, and I asked you about the paint, you were saying you use what, just like light dust coating with the black or something?
So just like you paint anything, you always try and do light coats. So I was always trained 3 light coats. So that's how I paint the bag, and that's really it. I haven't had any complaints about it because you've asked me about it before in the past.
Yeah, it blows up and it moves air and everything.
It just moves the air out of it. Yeah. And I just haven't had any complaints, any issues.
Because I get dirty bags all the time. They look like garbage. And it's like,
I don't paint a bag if it's dirty. I will paint a bag to complete the restyle enhancement of the machine.
So they're normally in good shape when you're painting them, though. It's not like a ratty bag.
I'll paint the bag that's in good shape, and I'll paint the bag that's in bad shape. But just to me, it has to just visually, look well. That snapper is a lot older than what it appears to be.
Yeah.
It had white wheels. I'm so busy, I never think to take a picture before. It had white wheels, and the bag was white with white handles. So I'm not trying to insult anybody, but to me that seems dated. It reminds me of like my father cutting his grass in his white Nikes, you know. And they have
so that was white handle too?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And I painted everything black, and now it's just a sharp looking lawnmower. And
now that was the Home Depot 99-cent black, nice. Or
no? So that is the MRO paint. It's a little bit more money, but it's worth it. It really, really is, because it's a lot more sturdier. The 99-cent paint I will use.
The blades, though, right?
Yeah, and that on the blades and on the handles, and that's it. It's a quick dry 99-cent paint. Because I always feel, like I said, we're mostly a reseller, so you have to get that instant. That instant look that'll make them turn their heads. And
I'd just be afraid it'd come off in your hands if it was cheap paint, though.
So it doesn't come off in your hands. You just got to let it sit. And, I'm in no rush, and it dries really quick. And the first thing that people that see on the lawnmower is their handles. They judge that for wear. But you can have a lawnmower with low wear, but you move it around the shed, and it gets scratches, it gets scuffs. So they're not looking at the whole picture. Their eyes are just asphyxiated where their hands go. So, something like that's just something quick and easy. You can try the cheaper paint on the bags, but we haven't had a lawnmower that requires that flat black look. So I can't speak for it to that capacity,
Chris, you got a question out there.
Hey, sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I just got to take off for a second. I'm just going to stop my cam.
Yep.
So as I said in the video, I always keep moving blankets in the back. Simply so if something, because I have, for example, one of the backpack blowers that I picked up a couple months ago, it was leaking gas. So I always have some like lawn and leaf bags in the car, and also moving blankets. So I put the leaf blower in the lawn and leaf bags. So at least when it was leaking the gas, it was leaking it inside the lawn and leaf bags. And then I also had the moving blanket underneath because, at the end of the day, it just had a small leak. I forget what you ended up doing on that. But I always keep something in the back. The new car, is going to offer a little pickle because I don't know about picking up anything in the new vehicle.
And we can't have a new car.
Chris, let me ask you though, Chris, have you ever gotten to work and said, "Oh crap, I smell like gas"?
Oh, 100%. The day that I picked up that leaf blower, and when I had gotten it from the curb, it was leaking gas all over. And when I got there, actually, the custodians at my school absolutely know what I do, and they think it's great. So at the end of the day, when I got there, I actually used their scrub sinks to clean my hands off. And I actually happen to be one of the science lead directors for all the elementary buildings. So I have stuff up in the lab also that I use to just scrub my hands down. But as far as my clothes, no, I don't keep anything to cover my clothes. That's the problem. And I have funked up my clothes a bit, but I have learned to keep a set pair of pants in the school because I have had to change my pair of pants once before. And he knows if something is way beyond funky, like the time I left the 2 lawnmowers and the bags that one time, there was just no way I could fit those 2 lawnmowers and the bags in my car, but they were so funky and I was in a full suit that day. So that was
the one where you didn't take the bags?
I didn't take the bags, and I was like dressed to the nines. I had big meetings that day, so I had to like let that one go, I mean, but I'll be honest, I was listening to what you guys said about, spring cleanup. I have found equipment at all times of the year. Like there is no just spring cleaning when I find things. I've been fortunate that I'll find things all year round. Yeah. I will say I'm a little more cognizant of garbage days. I do know in certain neighborhoods that I go through, like I know what time. I leave for work really, really early, which is like prime time for when stuff is out on the curb.
Does your garbage guy, do they take that kind of stuff in Long Island? Will they take
it?
Yes.
I mean,
really?
Here's the thing. They take it, if you know what I mean.
No, agreed. But we can't even put it next to our trash. If it doesn't fit in the bin, they won't take it.
I know in the district that I work, one of the other teachers I work with just had a parent who retired out from the sanitation department where I work. And over there, 100% the guys will pick up the equipment there on the routes, and they do similar work on the side. Now in our neighborhood, I don't know what they're doing with it, but they do pick it up and dispose into the truck of it. I don't know what they're doing from there, but people get rid of it with the regular trash. So it's there for the taking,
Yeah, in our neighborhood, we have a regular blue bin that they lift with the truck for regular garbage and a green bin for recyclables. But if it's not in the bin, you're not supposed to put metal or anything like that in the bins. They want you to call the town once a year and arrange for a pickup. And they'll actually come out once a year if you plan it and pick anything up that you want.
Yeah.
And we also have a transfer station where you can go there, show them your license, and basically drop anything off. We have sections for batteries, for computers, for tires, all that stuff. So we're lucky that we have a decent dump. The problem is if you don't know them, they don't want you scrounging. So if I'm there and I see something, I usually know the guy, so they'll let me take something, but they don't want you sitting there with wrenches taking screws and stuff like that.
No,
Yeah.
in and out.
They've tried here on the island for years to have a proper type of we have recycling days. We have recycling days that they'll only take certain items. If you're getting rid of larger items, you are supposed to call the town. I'll be honest, Ken, it's kind of sad. People at the end of the day don't abide by many of the town laws. And we do live on the island in the part that we live in. It is a stricter portion of town code where people do call the town for larger pickups and whatnot. But for the most part, people aren't following to the T for sure, like they're supposed to. And someone just mentioned in the comments, scrap guys. And that's the other thing. Even we have someone that we work with.
We have someone that we work with, but we can't work with all of them. It's just out of control. And sometimes some of their prices just aren't worth it. Our scrap guy that we've been using, a phenomenal guy. he actually has return policy, but I have never exercised it because I just don't feel it's right, you know. So I pay $5 for a lawnmower. How about let's start $1, weed whackers, chainsaws, basically anything 2-stroke, anything really small, $1.
This is from a scrapper, Jason?
From a scrap guy, yep.
Oh, okay.
And then lawnmowers I pay $5 for. And then sometimes snow blowers, generators, my Billy Goat leaf back that he got me, $10.
Oh, wow.
And then he says if there's nothing I can fix, I'll just bring it back to him, or I'll call him, he'll come pick it up, and he'll give me my money back. I have never exercised that. I mean, we're all trying to make, you know, a living here.
Yeah.
And you guys know that I get fair money for my equipment. So if I get something from him and it doesn't turn a profit, it's just a wash for something else, you know. So we're not like that. Just trying to return the good juju that comes, you know, to us. I don't believe in, you know, nickel and diming.
Let me ask you a question, though. The monstrosity you're still trying to get rid of, he won't take that and just scrap it for you?
What?
The big one. What's the big leaf thing or whatever?
Oh, the Cyclone?
Yeah.
I haven't been able to work on it.
He doesn't want to get rid of it through scrapping, Ken. That's the problem. Would you like to buy it, though?
It needs a carburetor.
You know what? There's come a time when you got to say when and just say, you know what? Time for the crusher.
All right, so here's the funny part. So we were talking about how Steve had something for 3 years. So because I was so busy with snowblower repairs, and I says, Chris, we gotta get lawnmowers. We have to. And we had one really busy week selling lawnmowers, and it wasn't even spring. And the first lawnmower we sold was a $300 Frankenmower that I built. And she says, well, you don't need to go buy anything. You've got plenty in the back. So she went through my pile, and she actually had a lawnmower that I completely forgot about that had to be like 3 years old. You know, her answer was get rid of it. Mm-hmm. So believe it or not, we were talking about, you know, good juju and all that stuff. There's a young kid that I've met through this, and I've kind of embraced him. And he's taking everything, you know, that I have. I've reached out to Henry at Mowers and Blowers. I've reached out to Arch at Arch's Garage. And I says, hey, man, listen, I've got about 15 lawnmowers and about 10 snow blowers. Do you guys want to take them? And they didn't give me a definite answer. I reached out to this kid, Nick, and he's like, I will take them. Nick is phenomenal in many ways in the sense that he's a big eBayer. So he says, so there's more value into certain things. He won't be afraid to buy a machine whole and part it out. I can never do that.
I don't have that kind of time. Yeah.
I have to fix it. You know what I mean? Yeah. He sees the value in the parts, so he's good.
Yeah.
But so Rich, so have you working on zero turns lately? I know you're saying that you do work on them. Have you been coming across them at the auction?
Yeah. Yep, I come across a lot of stuff at the auction.
Mm-hmm.
Some stuff I don't win.
Mm-hmm. So if you guys aren't familiar with Rich at Mowers and Blowers Outdone, he goes to auctions. So I think that's very different. We don't get that here on Long Island. Do you guys have auctions, Steve, for small engine stuff?
No.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No, I don't think we're a big enough area where I live to have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have auctions here, but for the most part, it's more for commercial type equipment, skid steers and construction type equipment, not really, you know, lawnmower or homeowner type stuff.
Yeah, we would love to have that.
Yeah, we have auctions here, but they're more for automotive and like shops that are shut down, you know, like tin metal shops where they have tin metal brakes and lathes and stuff like that, but nothing small engine related. No.
Well, you know what? How far are you from Rust Valley?
Who?
Rust Valley?
I've never heard of it, so probably a ways.
Okay, because there's like this TV show called Rust Valley Restorers, and apparently it's like a whole town or area.
I thought he was Ontario or Quebec or something. The guy with the dreadlock, right?
Yeah. Very cool.
I thought he was Quebec or Quebec.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with directions. I don't know how far.
Yeah. No, I've seen that show. Yeah, where he takes a piece of junk and turns it into something nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like Musty won.
You know, let me tell you, Musty One has the most positive outlook, attitude.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing. Some of the
He's
stuff
up in God's country too. That's beautiful up there.
Yeah, I think he's with Thomas Andrews. You're from New Hampshire too, correct? Yeah, so he's near Musty One.
Yeah.
He's on
No, I have
the
a
other
friend of
side.
mine that went up there and actually saw him, and literally 2 or 3 blocks from where he lived, and he starts talking about the YouTube channel, and he's like, "Please don't tell anyone you know where I am," or anything, because he's really, you know what I'm saying? Because you get paranoid, because you get like, crazy fans and stuff like that do a pilgrimage just to find out where you are. No,
Is his name Darren?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
Darren, yeah.
Derek or something. Derek, something.
Derek or Darren, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. No, I saw an article. He did a news article in the paper up there. I was reading it from years ago, where he quit his job just to exclusively do the YouTube, because that's enough to do what he needs to do. But he doesn't do, like, he did the one live with Mick on the Christmas show, but basically he just does his vids and that's it. And now he's got that beautiful shop where he could basically do anything. He's got a lift, he's got all kinds of stuff. But what I like about Musty, he's not afraid of anything. He'll take a kit car, he'll take a lawnmower, he'll take a Volkswagen. Nothing scares the guy, which I love.
Hey, Kenny, guess how he pays for that new shop and lift?
Yeah, right. I know.
Monetization, brother.
Oh, yeah. No. He actually did a newspaper article in his town where he said how he quit his day job just because of it. He was able to afford it.
Well, do you know
what I like about him too? He films soup to nuts. He edits, don't get me wrong, but he shows every single aspect of it, and I get glued. I'll watch it. I always watch it. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know
love
what
his voice? His voice is just, he sounds like he could be on the radio.
Well, like
You know
our
what I mean?
friend
He sounds like a broadcaster.
generator James Condon, the same thing. He'll put you to sleep with that voice.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. James Condon, he's the generator guy.
Yes.
Yeah, what comes out, it's like,
yeah.
It's like, okay. It's like you're in the psychiatrist's office on the couch.
I love it. Yeah.
Well, do you know what did Musty do for a living before he switched over to being a content creator full time?
Oh gosh, what was it?
Something mechanical, I would almost
Yeah,
say.
it was mechanical. He worked for
He has
somebody.
Snap-on boxes. He has Snap-on tools.
Yeah. No, he definitely worked for somebody, but he said one day he realized he could make a living, and he stopped. He said, "Okay, that's it." So
if you go through his videos, he'll talk you through his journey about how he started YouTube and why he started YouTube.
There were like 5 of them originally back 20 years ago that they were the majority of the YouTube people that were on there. He was one of them, and he was able to, like you said, monetize everything else, and just boom, it just spiraled.
And then when he did his video, he was honest. He said how much he was willing to spend on a shop. He was looking to buy a shop at first.
Yeah,
and when he gave his budget, I almost hit the floor. And I said, "Oh my God, that's amazing and envious at the same time." And he ended up getting into where he is now. But that's
who's the one that mentioned it the other day? I don't know if it was Mick or somebody mentioned that kid Chris Fix.
Okay.
He's a young man who does, just anything with cars or anything. He's got like 3.5 million viewers.
So
7.5 million.
Is that what it is? 7.5. Okay, yeah, crazy.
And wait a minute. And Steve, what else about Chris Fix do you notice? He never shows his face. All you see is his hands.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh.
No, I don't. Chris and I have been in email conferences. Chris Fix and I are talking.
Yeah, because weren't you talking about combining on a stream or something? Steve?
Yeah. Chris Fix and I are trying to do a collaboration. We're trying to figure out how to do a collaboration between Steve Small Engine Saloon and Chris Fix.
Yeah.
But I'm a small engine mechanic and he's an automotive mechanic.
Yeah.
Oh, he is an automotive.
We keep emailing each other over and over again saying, "Here's an idea." And then he's like, "Man, here's an idea." And I go, "No." We're trying to find one that suits both of our channels. And as soon as we figure that out, we're going to do a collaboration.
So just being in contact with Chris Fix, I feel, is like an honor. He's very straightforward. I could tell he's very young. He started when he was very young, but he is very, very, great person, great individual.
It started his YouTube channel 12 years ago, I think.
Wow.
Yep.
He's only got like 410 videos.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is common sense stuff. It's not a lot of rocket science either when you look at it. And I'm just amazed at the amount of views and subs and all that.
And almost everything he does is a voiceover, which even takes videos. Even timing is everything. But then again, his channel is where his channel is at. Great, phenomenal YouTuber. Great, phenomenal, wrench. He was able to pay it forward back to his family, which was great.
Bought his dad that Maserati.
Yeah, but then I can't believe he caught flack over that. Like, you should be.
He did. You saw that too, didn't you?
That's why. I always say to us, positive channel. If you don't want to be positive, then you can't be part of our channel. I don't have any patience and time for that. There's so many other platforms that you can go on and be negative. You don't bring it here. We don't want none of that.
Yeah, right on.
Wait, so after you just said that about buying the Maserati, a shout out to my youngest Nick, who's watching, and that I got the great job where I work. I accept gifts. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours. I think it's time for dinner. I haven't even eaten dinner yet.
Congratulations!
I know.
Yeah, I mean, 2 hours.
You still have to make me a bubble beer.
I still have my tools and crap in the driveway.
I haven't had dinner yet. It's already what, 9:13. I haven't eaten dinner yet. My wife made stuff pepper.
14.
So
Kenneth, you need to move in here already. I would have had you fed already.
If the C word wasn't around, literally, it's too bad that you guys are 12 miles over the sound, but what, an hour probably? What are you from this area? Probably 45 minutes to an hour?
Kenneth, it's worth the commute. I'll fluff your pillow. You'll have a mint on it.
Well, you know what I'll do? I'll carpool with your friend the vet. We'll just come down.
Oh, perfect. There we go.
Hey, Kenny, I gotta say this though. I've heard you say that like several times in this live feed, the C word. I hope you realize that the C word is actually something else.
I know, but I'm just saying. What should I say? C19? I don't know. I know they say they got algorithms and all that.
No, I know what you mean. I know.
Well, how about Ken? You keep saying the C word. Are you not allowed to cross the state line where you are? Like, is there a reason?
No. Everything's fine. What happened was when all this stuff started, the only thing we had issues with here in Connecticut was you couldn't fly in unless you had proof of a 72-hour or less negative test result. Okay. But as far as state lines and all that, we never had a problem. We as essential workers got a letter from Lockheed telling us, here's your letter. You can go wherever you want because you're an essential worker and all that. So we never had to worry about it. But I had to fly people into my company to do work for me from red states that were considered, COVID red or whatever you want to call it, where they had to have, our governor said, no, unless you have a 72-hour or earlier or later, whatever you want to call it, sooner, test result, we're not allowing you out of the airport for 14 days, that kind of thing. So, but now it's totally lifted where people are coming in, and now people are bringing their cards when they get their shots and stuff. And I think pretty soon you're going to see air travel is going to require a card, or something like that. I mean, it's going to get to that point. But as far as right now, I can come to Long Island. I can go to Mass. We're on the border of all these states. I can go anywhere. No, we never really were like that, only at the airports from international travel and other states, especially the Floridas, the Texases, the ones that were really hot with the virus. That's all. So, but no big deal. But I'm telling you, I'm dying. I'm going to bring that old Dodge down there, and you're going to get me and Dingo. We're going to meet at the drive-in and have something to eat, and have a Dairy Queen and just have a good time.
Just come to the house. Your family.
Yeah, no. I love diners. I gotta try a Long Island diner because I'm a diner guy.
All right, so then no Sunday sauce, no pasta.
No. Diner for breakfast.
Oh,
and then
okay.
Sunday dinner with the Pattays, because that's one thing I miss. I miss my grandma and Sunday dinner. I miss that. Nowadays there is no Sunday anymore. 7 days a week, everything is open. Now I miss Sunday where only the 3 stores were open and you had dinner at grandma's at noon on Sunday after church. That's what I miss. You know?
He knows the one thing what do I always say to you? I don't care how busy your day gets. I like to sit down and have a meal at some point together. And we do miss every now and then. We're kind of playing touch and go, but I like to sit down at the table for a meal together. It's the least he can do.
We should start that, but we're empty nesters now. I mean, my oldest moved out and my youngest works second shift. So it's me and Mrs. Potty Mouth. And half the time it's like, are you hungry? Nah, I'm not hungry. Okay. She'll have a Dunkin' Donuts and a bagel or something.
I don't want to see him starve.
We just weighed me. I could afford to starve for. Sometimes I tell her, she'll be like, "Can you have dinner?" I'm like, "I could live off love for a couple of days. Please leave me alone. Let me work. Let me work. Just let me work." So all
right. Well, with that though, I want to thank everybody. Steve, thank you for pushing me with this money thing, and everybody else, Pattay's too, and everybody that showed up. Jimmy, I'm sorry what happened, but hopefully we'll talk again because he's a funny guy. We had a good chat. Mick for coming on was great. Thomas, you still talk too much, but that's okay. But other than that, thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks for Romantic and to Steve for my first 2 monetization stickers or super or whatever you call them. And with that, I will say goodnight to everybody. I'm going to grab my dinner. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for showing up.
Thanks for having us. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye, guys.
See you guys.